welcome to Just Desserts. My name is Renee Smith.
And I'm Jaime Hendricks.
And Jaime, today we're going to veer away from math, which is, I know it's hard for anybody to believe that I would play a game that didn't have some math involved. And so I guess it really does have some math involved because when we score...
But you do call yourself a wordsmith.
Well, that's true. And I do like word games as well. So today we're going to talk about some of those things that we could do to help our kids with vocabulary and spelling. And so the game of Boggle comes to mind, and it kind of reminds me of back when I was in grade school and the teacher would put a word up on the board like Washington, and we would try to make as many words out of the letters in Washington as we could, and that was always fun for me because I liked words, and I was pretty good at spelling, and I had a fairly decent vocabulary, so that was fun. So today we're going to look at the game of Boggle, which again was a game that used to get a lot of activity in our house. And so what you do is you have letter cubes and a box, and I won't shake it too loudly because I don't want to deafen anybody, but you shake up the letters and make them fall into the respective holes, and that got it.
They weren't very...
And I don't let anybody look ahead of the game and start getting their words, but everybody needs a piece of paper and a pencil, so I have these little booklets here that we can write in. And the object of the game is to score the highest amount of points within the 3 minutes on the timer. So one of us would turn over the timer, and one of us would open up the box. But let's just show what would happen when we do that. The object of the game is to get as many 3-letter words or more that you can, but the trick is they have to be connected. So if I were going to start with...
This one, like arm, is pretty obvious.
Yeah, arm would be because they're all connected, or R because they're connected.
Or hem.
Yeah, so you can go in any order as long as they stay connected. So, and it has to be it can be any kind of word. It can be a noun or an adjective or adverb or any kind of word as long as they are connected and they're 3 letters or more. Not proper names. So we couldn't find Jaime or Renee in there if
which are great words. But...
Absolutely, but we couldn't use those. So what we would do is, and I'm gonna, because we've already kind of cheated again, I'm gonna mix them up again, and we're gonna try this so that people can see how to score it. And there we go. And
I'm not having much luck.
Ooh. It's not really a bunch of great letters.
Not really. Oh, and this is a Z.
Yeah, it is a Z.
Pooh.
I know. Not a whole lot of words with Z.
No.
Okay. You need to get a few more so we can show them how we're going to score this.
I only have 2.
No, don't look.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I think... Oh, I have to do one more. Okay. Let's pretend the time has run out.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes to do that.
You kicked my tail and I play word games.
Okay, and then what we would do to score is one of us would read our list. So you go ahead and read your list to me. And if we have the same one, we have to mark it off.
I have soul.
I do too.
I have sail, but a different sail than you do.
I have sail and sail.
Ah, poo.
I have that one too.
I have get.
Yes.
Ale?
I didn't put ale. I had sail, let, met, fret, Jim, ole, and tea. So then what we would do is we would take the scoring guide. So there is math involved. I get my math in here yet.
You had to sneak it in somehow.
I had to sneak it in somehow. So
I got 1 point.
Any 3-letter word is worth 1 point. 4-letter words are worth 1 point. If you can find a 5-letter word, it's worth 2, 6 is 3, 7 is 5. So if you could get 8 or more letters in a word, which sometimes, because of the combination, you can actually kind of veer around the board and get a whole bunch of letters in a row, you get 11 points. So that really would rack up the points quickly.
I'd only need 1 then, maybe.
One word that if you had sat here and found an
word.
8-letter word, you could have gotten me on this one. So Boggle's just a great game. It's fun and entertaining. It doesn't take a lot of time. If you set the score point that you want to reach at 50, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to play around. But you could actually set it higher if you want to go for longer periods of time.
So you can go as quick or as long as you want to.
Absolutely, you can kind of make up the ending point that you want.
Like bedtime.
Like bedtime would be a great time for the game to end. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game, and join us again next time on Just Desserts.